Nature has never had room for mercy. Here, survival is a sequence of grim rules, where every dawn brings the breath of death. To survive, some choose to fight alone until their last breath. But some species have evolved to turn the pack into a perfect predatory machine. Right now, on the barren surface of the savanna, one of the most fearsome forces is preparing to launch its own slaughter. Welcome to the world of the African wild dog. Known as the painted ghosts, African wild dogs don't need a massive physique to spread terror. Behind that lean frame is a biological machine, perfectly designed for life or death battles. With a hunting success rate exceeding 70%, they dominate through a ruthless tactic: attrition. Superior cardiovascular endurance turns the entire pack into a tireless nightmare, ready to drain the last bit of life from any target. In the natural world, survival is not for the hesitant. In the South African bush, the morning silence has just been shattered. The pack has locked onto its target. The impala is at a dead end. Driven to panic, it dives straight into a lake. A futile effort. It has made a fatal mistake. Unlike the big cats who often give up early, wild dogs are masters of strategy and patience. Instead of retreating, the pack deploys around the shore, blocking every exit with the precision of an elite army. The impala trembles in the water, but the lake is no longer a sanctuary. It has become a trap. As its slender legs touch the shallows, the death sentence is pronounced. In a heartbeat, the brutal coordination ends a life. No thunderous roar, only the haunting silence of the continent's most efficient hunters. As the late sun gilds the open grasslands, another drama begins. This is a race of endurance. African wild dogs don't possess the explosive speed of a cheetah, but they have a heart that never tires. When the lead dog grows weary, the next one takes over, maintaining crushing pressure. The impala cannot resist. Between the dust and the crimson sunset, the boundaries of survival are blurred. The final pounce occurs, brutal, swift, no mercy. In the natural world, there is no concept of right or wrong, only continuity. The death of the impala today means life for the pups waiting in the den. It is the eternal cycle of the savanna, where blood is spilled so life can continue, and where the most ingenious predators continue to write their legends under the African sunset. In the Zambezi River basin, the scorching heat not only burns the grass, but also ignites the most brutal hunting instincts. An adult bull buffalo, towering like a mobile fortress, with over 2,200 pounds of muscle, walks through a circle of the painted ghosts. The size disparity is immense. A single wild dog weighs only about 66 pounds, while its opponent is a living block of steel filled with fury. The pack stands there, silent and motionless. This is a war of gazes. A direct gore or a stomp from this giant is enough to crush the ribs of any invader. But the wild dogs are not afraid. They are reading the situation, searching for the slightest glimmer of hope. However, the giant is too steady. The pack changes tactics. They fan out, charging directly into the center of the herd. The silence is shattered. Hundreds of buffalo move, thundering hooves, billowing dust. The wild dogs split the formation. They force the prey to run, turning strength into weakness. The buffalo exhausts itself. When the prey is isolated, the most brutal act begins. The lead dog lunges, gripping the muzzle, hanging in midair. The others swarm from behind, aiming directly at the legs. Every bite is an open wound. Every snap is a loss of blood. The buffalo's bellows echo across the Zambezi, a sound of pain, a cry for help, but in vain. The buffalo spins in the dust. It tries to gore the attackers, but the pack is like shadows. They retreat, they lunge, calculated cruelty. Exhausted, the giant of the savanna finally cannot resist the law of numbers. The steady legs that once crossed thousands of miles of grassland now tremble and then collapse. As the buffalo falls, the battle ends. But survival does not. Immediately, more than 20 pairs of jaws tear into the prey. Dizzying speed. This is the haste of survival. They must eat quickly before hyenas arrive, before lions move in to scavenge. Under the shade of a tree, the blood feast takes place in the silence of continuity. The flesh and blood of the buffalo is the life source that nourishes the young wild dogs waiting in the den. In the wild, death is never the end. It is a link, a grim transfer of energy.
On the vast Serengeti plains, the innocence of a leopard cub has inadvertently awakened the most fearsome killing machine. The price of the mistake, an endless pursuit. The pack surges forward like a biological wave. No blind spots, no hesitation. They glide with terrifying discipline. For the young leopard, the world has shrunk to white teeth. A soul-piercing scream rings out. From a high branch, the mother leopard could easily turn a blind eye. But there is a force beyond all laws of survival, maternal instinct, a primal power strong enough to break every instinct of a solitary hunter. Without hesitation, she drops like a bomb. The mother leopard splits the pack. She snarls, swinging powerful swats. She is a shield between death and her blood. But nature has no room for heroism. She faces many enemies, a brutal guerrilla tactic. As she lunges forward, those behind rush in to tear. Her oxygen is burning up. Her strength is being drained. Blood has begun to fall. Muscles twitch, lungs wheeze. She has reached her physical red line. And nature's most brutal moment appears, the collapse of hope. In the brain of the great predator, a cold calculation is made. If she stays, both mother and cub will become the feast. Carrying bleeding wounds, the mother leopard must make a decision no species wants to face. She turns her back, retreating to her final fortress. No mourning roars, no revenge. Standing on the high branch, her heart rate slowly stabilizes, but those patterned eyes hold only a haunting silence. She helplessly watches as her offspring is torn apart by profane jaws. However, the hunters do not always reap success. Sometimes, recklessness pushes them into lopsided confrontations. They spot hyenas feeding. The pack surrounds them. They use numerical advantage to harass. Lunging, nipping from behind, a tense battle of wits. But the hyena is not intimidated. It snaps back, powerful jaws, dangerous bites. The pack realizes the risk is too great. They stop, they retreat. In the natural world, knowing when to stop is just as important as hunting skills. The Serengeti remains as it is, magnificent and indifferent. Tomorrow's dawn will rise again, washing away the bloodstains on the dry grass and burying another small tragedy into the endless, cyclical history of the food chain. On the vast plains of the African savanna, the relationship between wild dogs and zebras is always fraught with tension. At Mala, a pack of wild dogs is resting in the green grass. Not far away, adolescent zebras are watching. The atmosphere suddenly thickens. The pack stands up. They close the distance. But today, the script changes. The zebra charges. Straight into the center of the pack, the predators scatter. They flee in all directions, avoiding kicks, avoiding skull fractures. Once the danger recedes, silence returns as quickly as it vanished. The young zebra returns to grazing with the air of a victor. While on the horizon, giraffes amble by, like silent witnesses to this spectacular reversal. But the courage of the young is only the beginning. The real opponent is the adult stallion. Those who never know the concept of retreat. Two lone wild dogs, one adult male zebra. A miscalculation. The zebra refuses to accept harassment. It runs in circles, ears pinned back. It pursues the dogs aggressively. The risk is too high. The wild dogs hover. They are cautious. They avoid the dangerous impact. These encounters prove a truth on the savanna. Zebras are not always submissive. Proactive pursuit is the weapon that helps them protect their kind. These moments are an essential part of maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. However, this balance is being shaken by human hands. Habitat fragmentation, conflict with livestock, the living space of the wild dog is being squeezed. When a vital link, like the wild dog, disappears, the entire savanna will suffer. Protecting them is protecting the sustainability of the earth. Let the echoing sounds of the hunt continue to ring across the vast grasslands, instead of being extinguished by unsustainable development. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploring and understanding nature. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join hands in protecting the common home of all species. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.